Hey, good morning, church. I don't think there's any color left in the sky. There's the moon. Maybe there's a little color in that direction. I'm going to stand right about here to mitigate the wind a little bit. A quick thought from today's one-year Bible reading. In the New Testament portion, it's Mark chapter 2 and 3, where he's eating with the well-known sinners of his day. And those who had public sins, very public sins, prostitutes, tax collectors, the IRS, and other ne'er-do-wells. And so the religious leaders, the Jews, rabbis, and the Pharisees and the scribes, they criticized him for that. And they asked his disciples, why does your master eat with such scum? Scum. And Jesus informs them. He says, I'm the doctor, and the doctor doesn't come, he doesn't make house calls on the well. He comes for the sick. I've come to call the sick, and spiritually sick. So that he can heal them of their sin, turn them around, turn them toward God. But here's the problem. We're all sick. We're all spiritually sick. And that included the rabbis and the Pharisees and scribes. They were sick too. They had sin. It's just their sin was of a different nature from the prostitute's sin and the tax collector's sin. It was easier to hide. Things like pride, jealousy, anger, contempt. So none of us is in a position to think of anyone else as an unworthy scumbag, right, compared to us. We're just not in the comparison business. We're better off making no comparisons at all. But for the grace of God, there go I, and I have my own sins to deal with. So, my fellow scumbags, we're not to look down upon other people. When we see someone else who's caught in a very public and ugly sin, we think to ourselves, that is someone for whom Jesus died. How can I convey that to him if I'm in a position to do so? They, just like I, am someone for whom Jesus died because of that sin, because of my sin. Jesus died for them. So they are worthy to be saved. They are loved of God just as much as you are and I am. They are loved of God. Okay, you get that. You get that. But also in today's reading, Jesus came to Peter's home, his disciple, and Peter's mother-in-law was there, and she was very, very sick, and Jesus healed her. And immediately she got up and started serving them dinner. Now, isn't that just like a bunch of men? They say, oh, you feeling better now? Good. Fix dinner. We're hungry. But also, that's all of us. Once we have been healed, once we've been forgiven, once we've been saved, we get up and get to work. There's work to do. Find a job and do it. That's what I'm going to try to do today. That's what I try to remember today. I've been healed and saved in order to serve. Okay, my fellow scumbags, God loves you, and so do I.